You also are providing basically help for people to set up entities, LLCs, trusts, etc. Can you let us know about that too?
Yeah. So a lot of people want to be able to mitigate taxes either on the returns or on the capital gains on their digital assets as they appreciate. Like you mentioned, I would encourage people to go ahead and get those things set up now if you anticipate having a liquidity event or using these assets to produce revenue to be able to have passive income and supplement your income or lifestyle. Putting and protecting your assets inside of an entity is the way to go about it. We require, anybody that participates with Digital Wealth Partners to have an entity that they're holding the assets in. We don't work directly with individuals. So all of our clients have an asset protection trust that they've set up or an LLC, either here domestic in the US or in Nevis or in Dubai. We work with international people as well and help them also set up the entities to protect their assets and mitigate taxes.
Now, for some folks, they're listening, they're saying, well, I don't have millions and millions of bucks. And, you got to have your minimums to keep the lights on at your operation. And so what folks need to remember, though, is how quickly this price appreciation could happen for XRP and other digital assets that we own. So even if you're not at some of the minimum requirements yet, you might be very soon.
Yeah. So, I start to look at putting assets into an entity somewhere between $50 and $80,000 worth of value, especially if you're anticipating, a 10, 5, 50, 100x return on these assets. I mean, that can escalate very quickly, like you mentioned. During a bull run, I mean, we see hundreds of percent in a day. If you weren't here in 20 and 21, you've had to deal with some of the downside and the volatility there, but the upside's a lot more fun, I can promise you. And you're going to be emotional and you want to have things in place before that happens, right? If you've already got bank accounts, you've got exchange accounts, you've got all this stuff and you've done the pre-work, it becomes much easier, not scrambling at the last minute to get this stuff set up and mitigate taxes.